Oh. What's up, all you fancy folks of the internet? All you lovely, beautiful people. Mark here with Kardavoxacademy, and today, I don't really know. I don't really know what to say or what to tell you. Because today we're covering Don Broco, One True Prince. Apparently I've heard this band before, so we have a content calendar that oftentimes I fill, and then other times my business partner Alex, he'll just put something in there with little to no context. And that is this. Now, I know a few things. Singer's got a rockin' curly mullet. And apparently I've heard this band before in one of our listening parties on our Discord. I don't remember that. I believe it. I don't remember it. So I don't know. Don Broco. We're going to see what happens. Now, if you're if you're new to the channel, again, my name is Mark. I am a metal vocalist in 3 bands, Kardashev, Neverbreath, and Viremia. And I'm also a vocal coach specializing in harsh vocals. So false chord, gutturals, piercing, tearing high vocals, screams of any and all variety. That's what I teach, and that's what I do for a living. So this song may or may not fall under my purview. We'll see. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. Helps out quite well. And we also, again, have a Patreon where you can vote on a video a month. You can nominate a video a month. You can hang out in our monthly events. And for the more metal inclined folks among us, there are drawings where you can win evaluations and vocal lesson packs with me. So it's a lot of fun. Hang out if you want to. Otherwise, I just appreciate you watching this video and hanging out with me. So I wish I could give you more context, but Don Broco, One True Prince. Here we go. Okay, let's pause it there and let's talk a little bit. So, if you're new to the channel, we try to make these videos educational, so I stopped to talk about vocals. Now, even though I specialize in teaching like harsh and gritty vocals in my own music, I do sing like clean sing. It's just singing. I do cleans quite a bit. This is really a pleasant surprise. Not what I expected at all. I'm getting like Deftones vibes, right? I don't know if that's bad to say. Don't at me. But I'm getting like Deftones vibes. So what we're apparently the drummer sings as well. But check this out. Again, I guess I saw a music video of this band, but I don't remember this at all. So we have a really light and airy tone. It's very bright. It's very forward. One thing that I actually really like about it is technically, like if someone was trying to be like perfect, this would maybe be a little bit too breathy on paper, right? Too breathy on paper. And he's kind of letting his voice fall apart purposefully. All of this is intentional, by the way. I'm not pointing out bad technique. This is intentional flavor he's adding to create a very cool tone. He's letting his voice kind of fall apart, easing in with like a fry tone like that, and it's creating a lot of emotion in a very soft sound. That's really cool because it now that I'm hearing the contrast with their singer, it's creating a very like warm intro to the song. Now, with tones like this, it can be kind of hard to manage pitch if you're trying to sing breathy, right? So if I'm like right here, hey, la, 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 right there, it can be kind of difficult to maintain the pitch. One of the things that he's doing, which can be helpful, is kind of showing some teeth a little bit, kind of shifting things up and bright and forward. If I'm going to do this intentionally, if I take a breathy tone, you know, la, 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 right there. If I take that and intentionally kind of sing it from my throat, la, 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 it's hard for me to for me to hit the note, right? It is hard. Hey, it's a little flat on there, right? Which we're all going to be a little flat and sharp sometimes. But by opening up and sort of, we do this a lot with screams as well, so this is really interesting. It's sort of pointing your voice at the teeth. Hey, right there, whoa, la, 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 la. It can really help us kind of maintain pitch. And again, you'll be flat, you'll be sharp sometimes. Don't be hard on yourself. Let's keep going. I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to front load the video too much. And we've got a whole other singer to think about as well. I'm going to go a little back so I can hear that transition from the light and airy tone into the more weighty, chesty singing tone here. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Back into that airy tone. Nice. So yeah, really not what I was expecting this song to be at all. So I love how the last line of the breathy section is, we're about to do amazing things. And then it builds into this huge chorus. As a singer or screamer, think about that. You know, we can utilize the way that we sound to build into sections. We can also use the words that we say to build sections as well. Sometimes I think lyrics, by many vocalists, and I've been guilty of this as well, get overlooked. We're so focused on sounding cool that we forget that what we say should probably be kind of cool too. And that's a really great line to lead into a section. So I really love the contrast of that airiness to their singer. That singer, he's very comfortable. Like it's a strong, full voice, projected, chesty sound, right? And you can hear that he's adding a little bit of weight to the voice. Now that can be kind of an ambiguous term, and I have heard other people use it in different ways, other singers use it in different ways. But essentially, when I say it here, it tends to mean that the sound is a little bit more rounded, a little bit more open, right? So I could say, I don't know, what's a note? Oh, hey, right there, yeah! That's very bright, right? I'm widening my mouth, I'm showing my teeth. I'm not dropping my jaw super far down, just enough to get the sound out. One or two teeth. Hey, yeah, hey, right? Now if I expand a little bit, hey, yeah, whoa, hey. See how that has more of a rounded, there's more low end on it, more low frequencies coming through. Hey, 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 oh. That's kind of what I'm talking about, and I think that sounds amazing coming from that light and airy tone. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. He's also throwing some grit on the top, which sounds really, really nice. This is a great song. This is a great song. Yes. You know, I might be reaching a little too far, but I'm also getting some like Alcest vibes. Not necessarily in the singing, but just in the way that the chorus is structured and the use of reverb and everything like that. I'm getting like Deftones meets Alcest meets any other folks that these guys have taken inspiration from in the past. One thing I'm really liking about their singer is that even though he's adding grit to his voice, he's not adding a lot of it. I think that the use of light grit here is good for the delicate nature of the song. The song is both delicate and confident at the same time, right? It's using these big driving sections and yet keeping things very light, utilizing good amounts of reverb, utilizing very positive, very feel good chord progressions that are working well with the amount of grit that he's giving it, right? I think if he had thrown on a lot of grit, tried to go like full rock tone, it would have been pretty distracting. But what he's doing right now is really nice and supplemental. And as I talk about, anytime we hear gritty singing, like actual like tonal singing with grit on top of it, you can hear that his throat is very open. He's not getting this grit by like, right? He's not squeezing that grit out. And my style, what I do in my own music is all about being as gritty and gross and textured as possible. So I'm going to sound a lot different than he does right now because he and I, we're very different vocalists. But, if I was to take, hey, oh yeah, right? There's a little bit of grit going on there. Oh, hey, yeah, right? But that grit feels very high up in the pharyngeal space, right? Oh, ho, ho. And that being said, there's no reason for me to squeeze my throat. I expand, I activate the abdominal muscles, feeling that downward pressure, and then the sound just sort of lifts up and out. Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's killing it. Sounds like we're getting a really cool transition, so I'm going to go back and we're going to kind of jump into it here. I'm excited to see what the outro of this song sounds like. Nice. Yeah, so those I wish I knew his name. Those light and airy vocals became a bit more connected at the end, right? We still breathy, still bright, but now we had a little bit more balance, a little bit more support, leading us into that huge outro. Absolutely love, like if you are a musician and you can make something both lovely and powerful and driving at the same time, in my opinion, that's a really impressive way to write and a hard place to hit. It's easy to sound aggressive. It's easy to sound delicate, but to do both at the same time, that's a bit of a balancing act that can be tricky to do. Excellently done. Excellently done. And the singer, he added more, he went ahead and added more grit, but that worked for that section, right? Really cool. Really, I kind of want to just hear that outro one more time. I think let's go back to like this No Man's Sky sort of shot here. Yeah. Hear how that's more connected? Hey, when the window is away. Whereas before, he was, right? Much more, hey, right there. So really, really neat. Really cool. Mm-hmm. Duh. Nice. That song is absolutely lovely. Like that song is blissful. What a nice song. Like I'm a little bit not sure what to say because A, I wasn't expecting it, and B, like that band has a very like Don Broco has like a very amorphous sound. Like I could hear them going on tour with, like I said, Deftones, with Alcest. I could also see them like really fitting in with like, you know, like Panic at the Disco in a way. Am I crazy? Am I crazy right now? Like that band just takes so many of these sounds, puts them together and creates a really unique experience. Like I hear all these influences, but they don't sound like anybody else. Like they like that's a very, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point because I enjoyed that so much. I'm going to have to go listen to more of that band. But yeah, props to both their drummer and their singer for having really good storytelling elements in their voice, being willing to let that like light voice break apart, breathe out words, let the true chord phonation just dissipate into nothing but air, for the sake of storytelling. Awesome. Beautiful. I loved it. Kudos to their singer for managing that grit on top of that open, soaring voice, and keeping that weight all the way through, even at the end where he shifted upwards. Really, really great command. A lot of people would kill to have that tone. So good job all around. Don Broco, One True Prince. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. That was a really nice palate cleanser. You know, I would be willing to bet that Alex put that on the content calendar just to keep me from getting burnt out. More than likely, because, you know, as much as I love death metal and deathcore and prog metal and all these metal things, you know, sometimes you need a break. And so that was nice. Anyways, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. If you'd like to hang out on our Patreon or help support the channel, check us out. We've got a awesome Discord with all cool events. Again, you can win lessons and evaluations with me, much more focused on like the sort of side of things. Although, you know, happy to hang, happy to talk. But beyond that, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you all. Many thanks. Much love. I'm out.